Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about The Last of Us Part 3 because Neil Druckman was like, don't bet on it being a part 3. We wasn't. We wasn't. I sure wasn't. Who was betting on a part 3? Nobody. Nobody. The way you ended Last of Us Part 2, who the fuck cares? Ellie's dead, Abby dead, or they live a happy life. But it doesn't matter. Ellie lost everything. Abby and trans thing living a happy life. Who the fuck cares? Like, you really think that we would care? I don't care. The only way this could make it better, if you do a Last of Us Part 2 remake, and I mean when I mean remake, I'm talking about you remake the damn story where it's about Joel and Ellie, no Abby, and then if you want to do a Last of Us Part 3, bam, okay, great. That Part 3 could be about Abby and them, but don't have no ties to Joel and Ellie. That's how I look at it. That's how it has to be. Because oh, Lord, y'all really believe that The Last of Us Part 2 was a popular game. Come on now. Come on now. You could go into Walmart, you go to Walmart, Target, GameStop. They couldn't sell that game once the leaks came out for it. They were like, please buy this game. And it was so bad that they stopped us from refunding The Last of Us Part 2. So this whole notion of, oh, it was good or whatever, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was so bad that gamers were destroying the game live because the game was so horrible. Did you think you could get away with that, Neil Druckman? Oh yeah, you did. You did. You did. Just like you thought you can go to the Oscars and the Golden Globes and you stood there and nobody took a picture of you because nobody knew who the fuck you were. That's like me going to an award show and going on the red carpet and nobody knows who the hell I am, and then I expect them to take pictures of me. They're gonna be like, "Who the fuck this motherfucker is?" And that's what it was for you. Who is you? You funny, Neil. Use a funny one. You really thought that you could destroy Joel and Ellie for us, and then think that what we want a Last of Us Part 3? No, y'all spent so much money on The Last of Us Part 2 that I already know y'all probably maybe broke even, if that, because people was like, no, we don't want this shit. We don't want this shit at all. And honestly, I can't blame them. Look what the fuck you did to Joel and Ellie. And then let's even go there. HBO Max just released season 2 trailer of The Last of Us Part 2. And guess what? They couldn't find no Abby Ziegler, no Big Papa Swole Abby at all. Like, isn't that funny? Isn't that delicious? Like, you couldn't even find a correct version of the character because you know why? Realistically, she don't exist, and that's what we were trying to tell you. But no, she does exist. There are women in real life who no, it don't, no, they don't, no, they don't. Not if they're on steroids. And you want to know an example of one? So recently there was a young bodybuilder. She was 20 years old, and she literally died from dehydration, right? And she was Big Papa Abby Swole size herself. And guess what? She had to use enhancement drugs to keep her physique the same. And people warned her, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And look at her. Now she's dead. You know, rest in peace. But she had the exact physique that you were looking for. She had a feminine face, but swole body like Abby Ziegler. And she croaked. She croaked because it's not realistically possible to keep that kind of muscle on a woman. It's not. But Neil tried to tell y'all that. And now guess what? He's got another girl boss one with the Prophets, where the first thing we see her, she's shaving her head, bald and all that kind of stuff, and then what? We're supposed to be like, yeah, let's buy that. Let's buy that game. No, nobody want that deal. Nobody want this. We already know this is your last chance, Neil, and you failed. You failed. We already know that there were more talented people at Naughty Dog that you took credit for. Like The Last of Us, Uncharted, which was done by Anna Whittick. I believe I said her name right. I hope I said her name right. If I didn't say her name right, y'all know I didn't. I'm not trying to misspoke or whatever. But she was the one who gave us these cool stories like Uncharted and The Last of Us or whatever. And Neil was just kind of like there to kind of take over. It's kind of like Kevin Feige effect. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Kevin Feige here, and then you're like, okay, but you didn't really do much. You know what I mean? You didn't really do much. But yeah. So yeah, The Last of Us Part Three. Why would you even think that? Like, and then they're talking about, oh, we're going to expand on the story from Last of Us Part Two because we're going to make some changes. Of course, you're going to make some changes. We already know you were going to make changes. We all knew you were going to make changes to it because you ain't got no choice but to make changes to it because oh, part two was hot trash anyway. Part two was trash anyway. So you already know you have to make some changes or whatever. And isn't it kind of funny how they rushed through part one so they can get to part two for season two? So I hope at that point, I hope after season two, we're done with The Last of Us. Then there's no more seasons to be made because y'all bum rushed through Last of Us Part One just to get The Last of Us Two. And if you expand on Last of Us Part Two, then y'all definitely wrong. You know what I mean? And I hope it crushes everyone's heart who was trying to defend Last of Us Part Two, and the show itself. Like I hope this show breaks y'all heart to the point where y'all like fuck this show, fuck life. You know what I'm saying? I want that to happen so bad because it could have happened to a better company. Could have happened to a better company because y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. You screwed up. You thought that you could give the fans some bullshit, and now hey, this is what you get. I like what story could you possibly tell with The Last of Us Part Three? Ellie is handicapped. She don't have, you know what I'm saying? She don't have Joel. She don't have Dina. You know what I mean? Her fingers got bitted off, which don't even make any sense because Abby was in such a weak state that she shouldn't even have been able to bite off anything. But okay, fine, whatever. Um, and on top of that, on top of that, you know, Ellie was the only person for humanity survival, and she just shitted all of that out the way because Abby LGBT bullshit was more important, So there was so many things you could have went with this story, and you decided not to go with the story, and then you try to convince everybody and gaslight us into thinking that we were fucking crazy. We weren't crazy. That's why there is no, because think about it. It's the same thing what I always said about the Batman. Everybody always want to talk about, oh, the Batman was amazing or whatever. Okay, so why isn't there a Batman part two? What's so long? What's taking so long with making a Batman Part Two? See, if something is a successful movie, or a franchise or whatever, and they don't have any restrictions, then why did you not go ahead and greenlight the sequel? You get what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is, people hated what they saw. They didn't like it, and you trying to gaslight everybody into thinking like, hey, this was amazing. Didn't work, and it's okay. It's okay. We forgive you. I'm just playing. No, we don't. Because you copyright strike a lot of people's channel. You prevented them from talking about the leaks because the leaks were never supposed to get out. But the good thing is, it's a good thing they did because I canceled my game on site when I saw them leaks. I said, oh no, oh no, and I'm so glad because I would have been mad. I would have been mad. I paid all that money for a game to slap me in the face like that. So no, I'm super happy that the game was leaked, that people were talking about it because that way I could be prepared. You know what I mean? But hey, again, this is what you get, Neil. This is what you get. So enjoy the last game, the Prophet Heritage. Once that thing finish or fails or whatever, Once that game fails, then just go ahead and retire and just be done with it. You got daughters, like you said, you did all of this for them, and they can't even play your games. They probably not even old enough to even touch these games. So the fact of the matter is that you made all these games that they can't even touch right now is completely stupid. So you go ahead and cock your ass back over to your house, go over to your mommy wife, and leave us the hell alone. That's how I look at it. But hey, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.